Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking on the Dreaded Heroes report. Let me get started here real quick. Bad news for SmackDown star Christian. Reported earlier, Christian was injured and has now been confirmed that he's got a torn pectoral muscle. He will have surgery on this and then is expected to be out of action for about 6 months following a recovery and physical rehabilitation, according to PWI Insider, and that would keep him away until probably around February, if I do the calculations right. Alright, fellow SmackDown star MVP wrote on his Twitter, "Let's wish Christian a successful surgery, speedy recovery, and good guys need him back quickly." Without giving away any spoilers for Friday's SmackDown coming up, there's an angle on Friday's show that could be giving away how Christian's off of TV for the next few months. We'll see how that works out. Raw superstar, by the way, Jericho, posted a few messages on his Twitter this week aiming at internet experts who reportedly that he's leaving WWE in the next few months. I didn't say that, so apparently I'm not an internet expert. How's that? Anyway, it says, been reported for months that Jericho's contract is expiring soon. Christian's stipulation that he would leave the WWE if he didn't win the WWE title at Night of Champions coincides with these reports. Our WWE sources still say that Jericho is going to be taken off for the rest of the year very soon, despite the fact that he's wrestling this week at the Raw tapings. But Jericho is now jumping onto the internet crowd that he often plays to. Jericho wrote on his Twitter, "Hey internet, says I'm a heel. Heels lie, therefore I say something boastfully and renege on it. It's not an official stipulation. Smarten up," he says. And he also he had a follow-up with this. He said, "Hello, internet experts," not talking to me. "Allow me to explain something to you, kiddies. Winning and losing means nothing if you do it properly. If you don't do it properly. If you do it properly." That was one or the other. It says, "I would be happy to lose to every single one of you in matches and watch your faces when I walk out of the arena with more heat than ever. Watch and learn, children. Sit back, let the real experts work magic as we make you behave like puppets that you are. Cheers." I'm no expert. Former WWE, WCW, AWA champ Mike Enos. Sound familiar? Anyway, he's also known as Blake Beverly back in the early 90s, Beverly Brothers. Anyway, he was arrested Thursday morning in Tampa, Florida on charges of contempt of court after failing to appear for a deposition in small claims court. You just don't do that. They do body attachments. They come to get you and throw you right into jail and hold you there to the next hearing with no bond. I don't know whether they did that with him or not, but well, I'm looking on down. I haven't read this yet. I never have. But this is like breaking news. Just came out just within the last 10 minutes. Anyway, the official website, Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, notes that his arrest stems from a 2008 small claims court filed by Alvarez Plumbing. He remains in custody at press time. No bond set. It is Enos' second visit to Tampa-based jail this year. He's previously been arrested on prostitution charges on June 9th and was later released on $250 bail. Didn't know that. Enos retired from professional wrestling in 2000, currently owns the business Enos Painting, and is best known for his various partnerships with Wayne Bloom, which includes the Destruction Crew, Minnesota Wrecking Crew 2, and the Beverly Brothers. Hang on a second. Alright, let's see if I can finish this now. World Wrestling Entertainment has begun work on a DVD project highlighting Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler's legendary career, reports PWI Insider. Its scheduled release date is 2011. Anywhere within a year, it'll be out. It should be a large DVD collection. I mean, if they can put some good matches on there from him. A lot of history there. Only 2 advertised matches for tonight's Superstars on American WGN. Gold Dust was with Oksana versus William Regal. JTG taking on Primo with AJ. And you know, I watched Nexus, not Nexus, but NXT Tuesday. I really did enjoy it. I love watching the women. I think they got some hellacious personalities. And the goofiness that went on at the announce table with CM Punk and Cole and all that. It was entertaining. I enjoyed it. But what do I know? I enjoy doing this. Anyway, Undertaker is featured on the cover of the November 10th, or 2010 WWE Magazine cover. Jack Swagger, he's going to be appearing at the Express Credit Auto in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Friday, October 1st, 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. SmackDown taping in January 11th, 2011 will be held now at the Birmingham Jefferson Convention Complex, Birmingham, Alabama. Tickets go on sale December 4th. Bryan Daniels, by the way, will make his final appearance on Friday, October 1st at the Northeastern Wrestling, for Northeastern Wrestling, Waterbury, Connecticut match. He's wrestling Sheldon Benjamin. That's going to be his last independent show until he gets fired. Anyway, Mickie James versus Awesome Kong also to take place that night, as long as the Awesome's got her back in gear. This week's episode of NXT on Sci-Fi scored a low 81 cable rating with about a little over 1 million viewers. World Wrestling Entertainment has begun working on a DVD project. I didn't told you that. Hey, I'm done repeating myself. Maybe I got the Alzheimer's going. It's reported earlier that former WWE diva Mickie James has come to terms with TNA and will be signing a contract very soon if she hasn't already. We can confirm that after checking with other sources, Mickie James and TNA is working together. Is a done deal, I guess. Dixie Carter personally signed James, according to PWI Insider. James is expected to debut on Television Impact October 7th live edition. Of course, all of them are going to be live for a while anyway. And Bound for Glory, October 10th, will be discussed as a likely shows too. This will not be Mickie James' first time working at TNA, by the way. She wrestled for the company as Lexis Lurie back in 2003 before going to WWE. And as Lexis Lurie, she made some wonderful pictures. Photos, I mean. Just wonderful. In fact, I got them on the computer now. As long as somebody don't steal my computer. There's almost an immediate reaction within WWE when the 2.8 Raw rating came out last week. There was concern that the next week's taping against the Chicago Bears versus Green Bay Packers game may be the same or even worse. I got your cure for that, Vince, but let me know. Anyway, WWE cut commercial spots this week on heavily pushing Randy Orton versus Chris Jericho for next week. There's a lot of unhappiness in the SmackDown tapings last week, but some of it was kind of overreaction, I guess. There's a feeling that some things will be changed starting with the live SmackDown show coming up on the post-Hell in the Cell Raw. One thing, man, they've been pushing John Cena down our throats up fiercely. I mean, with the Raw, he had about the whole last half hour or more, taking on 3 or 4 people, taking on Nexus. He's just the Superman, and it's a little bit too much. Alright, well, it hasn't been a week since Randy Orton won the WWE title. There's already been some people in the company who are second-guessing the decision to put the belt back on him. Some people feel they push Orton too hard for weeks and then give him the belt nobody seems to care about once he won it. Some people are pushing to put the belt back on Cena, while others feel that the sign that Cena needs to turn heel because his face is in overrun, which is so true. Back to the old time, way things used to be. If you remember when Hogan was in there, the first time, we rarely seen Hogan wrestle. He was always in there doing the interviews, come in and do some face spots with the heels and the Piper's Pit and stuff like that. We hardly ever seen him except on special occasions, like Memorial Day, things like that. He would come in and do a match with somebody. But we longed to see him wrestle. We missed seeing him wrestle, so we would go to the shows, live events, to see him. That's the only time really we got to see him very much. But Cena, it's just really the opposite.